Jack Harlow, Eminem, and
Yes.
the other guy. Who's the other guy on it?
YBN. No, he's not
Oh, oh,
YBN no more.
oh, oh.
Cordae.
Cordain. What you think about it?
It was okay.
Another unnecessary track, in my
Yeah,
opinion.
it sounded all right. Like
It
I
was
like
an
Jack.
unnecessary.
I like how Jack Harlow rapped. Like he actually did pretty
He's
good.
the next swaggy white boy.
Yeah.
G-Eazy's trying to keep up right now.
Yeah, like he actually did pretty well. I love the lyricism from Cordae, but their voices are not fit for that type of beat.
Okay.
Me. Like I felt that beat wasn't for them. Like they
Well, you know
did
what
good.
Eminem been doing lately? He's only been making beats for him. Look what he did to Young M.A. on that beat.
Yeah, and she actually did really well. I actually liked it.
But he's been making beats for him.
But he's now touching into that old younger generation now, because for a long time it was always just him with a lot of older artists.
Absolutely.
And then now he's realizing, oh shit, let me work with all these young cats.
That's the only way he's gonna survive and get his respect back.
That's the only reason. Yeah,
because nobody respects him after what Machine Gun Kelly did to him.
And then after that revival, and then he had to.
Well, yeah, because he had all those fucking poppy features and shit like that. Hip hop don't respect that. You know, they didn't respect him when he came back and tried to rap. They was like, rappity rap, nigga. And then he went and said, you know what? Fuck it. Fuck all these niggas. I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep going. And now that he's actually doing tracks for younger people, it sucks. But that fucking 40-year-old is bodying you guys still.
Yep. You can't fuck nobody.
You guys got no chance.
Nope. I never known anybody, especially that could go close to toe. Like who be like? I think who would go up against Eminem in verses?
In verses, you can't do that.
Why you can't do that?
In verses, you can't do that because Eminem's demographic. That's like trying to put Biggie and Tupac in the same room doing a verses. You can't do that. Like you can't compare them. Eminem's demographic. A lot of people clown me for this shit, yo.
It's not really.
I hold him at a high pedestal as a rapper.
Mm-hmm.
His demographic are kids that were in junior high school and high school in the 90s and early 2000s, and white boys. I said it.
But
there ain't no hood niggas. There ain't no hood niggas. There ain't no young hood niggas. There ain't no hood niggas. There ain't no young hood niggas. There ain't no women, young women.
But that's how it was.
They're not sitting there rapping an Eminem verse or bumping Eminem.
But that's how it was for all of hip hop. You need the white demographic more to push you, keep you relevant.
No. I'm not saying that. But you asked me if we had a versus, who would he go up against? And I said that's very hard to do for the simple fact of his demographic is a group of people that not a lot of people reach.
Even when they were looking for people to battle DMX, he was willing to offer himself and
Who did he battle again? Snoop.
DMX battled Snoop Dogg. He was willing to go up against DMX. He said, "I'll go up against DMX." But I guess I don't know if there was like, but Snoop is more the caliber.
Nobody thought that DMX was gonna keep up with Snoop.
Yeah, because people
forget. Knew DMX would body Snoop with the right 20 songs.
Yes. Like
with the right 20,
like he had the ones with like with Aaliyah. We got legendary
now. So all right. So this is the problem with your argument. The right 20 songs for M were about 15 years ago.
So that's for every artist. There was right songs for
15,
Snoop Dogg
20 years ago.
Okay, what current Snoop Dogg song in the past 5 years?
Is Eminem gonna play Say My Name? And now Say My Name.
My Name Is.
My Name Is.
That could be opening track.
My name is. My name is.
And Jay-Z could do fucking anything from Reasonable Doubt.
Wait, you're trying to match up Eminem and good shit.
Yes. You could do Jay-Z and Eminem.
Get the fuck out of here.
You could do
Jay-Z and Eminem before Jay-Z and Nas, right?
No. Yes, of course I'll do Jay-Z and Eminem before Jay-Z and Nas. It's known. Think about it. 1996. Think about it.
Son, how we do this when we're leaving?
No. Think about it. We'll probably expand on it next episode, but I can see a Jay-Z Eminem versus happening. But they've been on tour together. Fuck the most legendary, like Spark that fucking Renegade track that helped Nas.
All right. So let me tell you something. So street niggas say Eminem wasn't talking about shit I could relate to on that Renegade track.
But yeah, he was probably more impoverished than most of the niggas that talk about him.
He bodied that track.
He bodied it.
Yo, son, I think that's the bad. I think that might be the bad. And you know what? Comment, yo, people, comment. Let us know
Yeah.
If you guys agree, if you think we're just Eminem fucking groupies,
No, no,
I know
no.
there's Hove Vengers out there.
Well, I
You
love
fucking
Hov. I
Hove
love Jay
Vengers?
Z.
I'm a
Reasonable
Hove Venger
Doubt.
too, bro.
Hard Not
I'm
Life.
part of the
La
Beehive. I'm part of
Familia.
the Navy. I
The
love all these
Blueprints.
cults.
The Blueprints. Takeover still hard.
Yeah.
I prefer
Yeah.
Takeover over Ether.
Nah, my nigga,
No, I'm kidding.
Jay Z. Are you kidding me? Jay Z can pull from way too many names.
Yes.
He got state property.
Yep.
He got Jay Z can pull from way too much stuff.
Get
And
the-
Eminem don't pull from nothing.
No.
Only pulls from this own discog.
Yep. And that's like if you can only pull for yourself instead of reaching out to other people.
Now you don't
that's
have
a
to
little
reach out
bit
to other
hard.
people.
Like you have to get features and shit, and Eminem could just do it mostly by himself. That's a little hard. Like to compete with.
I think that's awesome. But
He knows how to be.
Don't you fucking play Smack That?
Look, one of his.
Don't you
no,
fucking play
not
Smack That?
He gonna play Smack That.
Smack That?
Or Ass Like That? Or Ass Like That? I never seen the Ass Like That.
The way she take it. The way she
I mean,
move
come
it.
on, he got a feature with Missy Elliott.
Yo, my nigga, if that nigga brings out the fucking dog.
Oh, Triumph, the insult comic dog? That nigga's. He's a goat in the comedy world. If you don't know Triumph.
You know what they say about M, though, right?
What?
M only got away with what M got away with because he was white. I mean,
Benzino tried pointing that out back then.
There is no other rapper in the world, and this was my argument to that, Rich.
Mm-hmm.
My argument was there is no other rapper in the world that wants to talk about that. The only other person that I ever heard tell a story about raping his mom, killing his mom, or doing anything foul to his mom was fucking Immortal Technique. Remember the Immortal Technique song? You never heard it?
Probably did.
All right, but Eminem, they say he's a plant. They honestly say he's a plant. They say because he was white, that's the only reason he was allowed to get away with talking about burying his mom, ass in people's faces, talk about look at Ice-T, look at Ice-T, and look at everything that these Dance with the Devil. You never heard Dance with the Devil?
I probably did, but I didn't probably know it was Immortal Technique. I probably heard it.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'll play it for you right after this. But Eminem got away with it because nobody was really gonna combat him. He went to court for the gay thing, and he went to court for a couple of things. Don't get me wrong, but
his mom tried to take him to court.
But ninjas, son, I ain't gonna lie. If my son made a career about talking about how he killed me or wants to kill me, shit, I'm gonna try to get $1 too if I'm still a dope head. She was just doing what dope heads do at the time.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Get my money.
But that stands on the point. This motherfucker had a crazy fucking sad life.
He got away. I still think he partially got away with it because
I could say that he got mostly away with it because of his white, but he was just no ordinary motherfucker Tom, Dick, and Harry off the street. He was
probably one of the first people talking about doing drugs.
He was
in the hip hop world.
Like he was speaking.
We used to sell drugs in hip hop. Eminem was talking about using them.
He was speaking to a black audience.
No, he was speaking to a white audience in a black voice.
No, he was speaking about his black experience.
Dr. Dre even thought he was black.
Yes, he did. And they saw him like,
he was speaking to a white audience with a black voice.
He's like, I thought that black experience was worse, but apparently the fucking white experience is even fucking crazier. Let's put that shit on record. That's how I see it. Because it's like, for him to come out,
that's a good way to look at it.
That's why I don't see him as a plant, because it's like, this nigga, he didn't just like come from like some great family and all this shit, and they just found him off the street like in a mall somewhere, like from fucking like what's that fucking Kids Bar group that Jermaine Dupri had, Crisscross, and found him in a mall somewhere. He was in fucking struggling. He was trying to make it. He had a daughter like out of wedlock, and he had problems with his wife. He was living in trailer park homes and shit, but he had to rap battle to like survive and make money and work at shitty ass jobs. So he was living like pretty much living how most people in the 90s, like especially that were predominantly black, were living like all fucking like sad and downtrodden. Fortunately, he got the luck. He kept grinding. He had to like move like multiple times. Went to do a battle in LA and got picked up. Like, yo, who's this fucking guy? This shit is dope. And eventually got to the hands of Dre and Jimmy Iovine, and he gave this motherfucker a whole turnaround of his life.
I'm never gonna disqualify Eminem taking ample opportunity of what was given to him. All I say is that maybe I'm clouded by what other people put in my brain that I know there is a black and white stigma in this world. I know there is, but I also know that there's ways to penetrate through. And for a white man to do black music, urban music, hip hop music, whatever the fuck you want to call it at this point, where I don't get like nobody comes at for my throat, whatever the fuck you want to call it. But for this white man to get away with it and go that far
Mm-hmm.
and still do it the way he does it, there's
Mhm.
one thing we all can agree on. That must mean he loves it
Yes.
because he's not no longer just getting these features with hot. Nah, he's
Like,
with the young crowd now.
He's not doing no fucking
He's
Vanilla
with the young
Ice.
crowd.
He's not
But
doing
he's
no
made-
Elvis Presley.
But he made sure these young niggas know, nigga, y'all niggas can't keep up with this man for nothing. He is still the barred up god. I don't hear no Talib. I don't hear no Mos Def. I don't hear none of y'all rappers. Like even J. Cole. J. Cole, you cool, bro, but you got emotional on this album. You still not the fucking bar for bar, metaphor, verb rapper that Eminem is. And I don't think any rapper will ever be. Know what I mean? Like, I know there isn't an Eminem cult. I don't know what you call it. A bag of peanuts? I don't know what you call it. You know what I'm saying? But he's bar for bar, the best bar for bar syllable rapper you ever got. Rap God? You'll never hear anything like that again. From nobody. You know what I mean? It won't happen. Even Token, look at all his babies. You got these Joyner Lucas is a baby. Fucking Token's a baby. Fucking Hobson's a baby. They're all spawns.
NF's like
NF,
the cleansed version of Eminem.
Eminem is the pop clutch. If Eminem would have stayed white, they would have got NF.
He's the Christian Eminem.
like you know how they say if Michael Jackson would have stayed black, he would have got the weekend. It's the same thing. If Eminem would have stayed white, it was a true white rapper, you would have got NF. But that's my point. He's had so much of an impact, and it gets overlooked or it's invisible. I'm proud of him doing his shit. I'm proud of him.
I know we went